Okay, there are two type of objects we are passed in yesterday's class. That is mutable and immutable data type. Yesterday we have seen how to pass a string and how to pass a list in the data type that we have seen. Okay, so today let me check how to pass a dictionary. That is the big concept. Dictionary is what type of data type, whether it is mutable or immutable.
Mutable.
Mutable. So we can able to change the data in the function. Okay, it is mutable data type. Let me see how to pass a dictionary in the as an argument in the function. Okay, you go to the prompt. Okay, here I started to let me write one program for how to pass a dictionary. Okay, so I'm just leaving the space in order to define a dictionary. Let I'll go for the main program. Okay, so I'm just allotting a dictionary equal to, it is dictionary. We are giving a value. What is the syntax of dictionary? Whether the element, how the element want to be appear in dictionary.
Key value pairs.
Very good. Key value pairs. So I'm just giving 1:1, 2:4. Likewise, I'm just giving 4:16. I'm just adding the 4 elements in the dictionary. Okay. So now I'm going to pass the dictionary. Okay. So I'm creating a function. That function I'm naming as sample. Okay. So sample, I'm passing the dictionary D. The function is void function, so that's why I didn't return. I didn't give any. I didn't define any variable in the 8th line to receive the value. So it should be a void function. We can make it as a non-void also. Okay, that is another thing. So I'm just printing the before calling the function. I'm making the print the dictionary. The entire dictionary. After calling the function also, I'm planning to print the dictionary in order to show the difference. Okay. Print dictionary. 1 minute. Okay. So first time I'm going to define a the sample function. Def function name sample. So we are passing one argument, so we should give one parameter. Okay. So here yesterday we have seen how to use the different name. Here I'm just using the same name in order to show another difference. Okay. So here also I'm using the D. That D is referring the parameters. Okay, there is a D is a parameter ready to receive the argument which is passed by the function, which is passed in the 9th line. We are passing or calling on function. No, so D is passing. Here also another D is ready to receive the value. We can give another name also too, another name for the parameter also too. Okay, so I'm just defining it. So after receiving the D inside the function, once again I'm printing the dictionary. What is the original dictionary? How the value is passed. Okay, then I'm making some changes over the dictionary. So what are the changes we can add? How to add a value to the dictionary? Can anyone say how to add an element?
So dictionary name of key is equal to value.
Yes, dictionary name of key. So I'm just giving key as 5. So value I'm just going equal to 25. I'm assigning. So I added one value, one element to the dictionary. So let me see how to remove an element. For example, I want to remove the key 1. What is the function is used? Two ways are there to delete a element from the dictionary. Can you remember?
Pop and del, sir.
Very good, very good. Exactly, the delete command. By using del command, we can delete, or else we can use the pop method. So I'm just using the pop method. What is the syntax means? Dictionary name dot pop of key. Okay, so key is 1. So that's why I want to delete the key 1. That's why I'm mentioning 1. Again, I want to add one more element. So I'm just giving. I want to do updation. Okay, instead of if I want to do updation, D of same key I have to mention. For example, 2 is already the key is existing. 2 value is 4. Okay. So, but I want to make changes over it. If I want to do means the existing key I can give. So I'm making the modification. That's all. So I'm just removing the white spaces here. Okay. So here in the 7th line onwards, the main program is starting. 7th line, we are declaring one D, that is the dictionary. What type of data that is, whether it is global or local scope. What is the scope of the dictionary?
Global, sir.
Global scope. So then 8th line, we are printing the D. Okay. So we are the original dictionary will be get printed. In 9th line, we are making one call statement. The function name is sample, and we are passing the argument D. Okay. So we pass the argument. The function is defined in the first line. Def function sample of D. So D is the parameter ready to receive the value from the arguments. Here we are printing the D. Instead of D, you can give the parameter name whatever. Also, we have seen the same example yesterday. X and A are different name we given. Okay, that's why here I am giving the same name. Even though we are giving the same name, it won't affect. For telling that I'm just using the same name. Okay. So print D, we are printing the original dictionary what we received from the function. Afterwards, we are doing the modification over the dictionary. We are adding one value, we are removing one value, then afterwards we are updating one value. These operations we are doing. So after that, in the 10th line, the function is completed its task and come to the 10th line, print D. Again, we are printing the dictionary. Let me see how the dictionary will be affected or not. Okay. You can see the output. 1 minute. In the first line, the original dictionary is there. 1:1, 2:4, and 3:9, and 4:16. Okay, the original dictionary. Afterwards, after we pass the parameters, also printing the original dictionary doesn't made any changes in that. Then after the third line, before in the function, we are made the 3 changes into it. One is we are adding the value. Another one is we are deleting a value. The third one is we are updating a value. Okay. Here, what is the thing? The first value we removed. One for P1 is removed. So it is affected. Okay. We added one more value also. That is 5:25. That value we added. So that also it is added in the dictionary. And we updated the value. The key for 2 key is there. No, before it was 2:4 was there. Now we made the updation over the key, that is 20. So that is also, you can see that is also reflected in the global variable D. Could you understand this concept? How the dictionary is mutable? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go to the program. You can see the program, you can get the better idea. So this is the way. Likewise, we can pass, and for example, we can return it also. We can return. For example, it should not, whatever I am doing the changes in the dictionary inside the function, it should not change, not make changes in the global variable. If you are thinking like that, means we can do one thing. Okay, what I am going to do, let me see. So I am just here, D is the parameter received, no. So printing the D, afterwards E equal to, just I am using another one variable. Okay, so E is a dictionary, empty dictionary I am giving. Here I can do one thing. I can update the value. Update function is there. Can you recall it? How to do updation? Update function is there. Yes. So what is the syntax to update a dictionary? Don't know. Okay. So
dictionary name dot update of key values, key comma value.
Yes, dictionary. Yes, dictionary. No. Dictionary 1 dot update of dictionary 2. For example, here dictionary 1, that is main dictionary. Main dictionary E I am just giving. Okay. Update. Update is a function. Update of, I want to, which dictionary I want to update it to the main dictionary, that is D. Okay. Sorry. So D, that I made the update. Then afterwards I am changing the E value. The E dictionary I am doing this changes. I am making the change, you can see. Okay. So I made the changes. Afterwards, inside the function itself, I am printing the E. Okay. You can see print of E. Okay. So that's why we can easily change it. Print E. Could you understand this program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we received the parameter D. Okay. So that is another parameter we received. Afterwards, we are declaring a local dictionary, that is E value. Okay, we declare it, and then afterwards what we are doing? E dot update of D. We are doing the updation over the dictionary D. Then afterwards E of 5. You can see the program completely. We are making the changes over the E dictionary. There is a new dictionary which is defined inside the function. Okay, so we are adding one value, we are removing one value, then afterwards E of 2, that is we are updating one value, finally we printing the dictionary. Okay, then I will run this program, you can see the output. So now the original dictionary doesn't affect. You can see this. So first line, you can see in the first line, the original dictionary is there, and second line, what is the thing? After pass to the function, we are asked to print the dictionary. That is also no changes. And then we are copying the dictionary. We are updating the dictionary D into E dictionary. Okay. Afterwards, in the E dictionary, we are making the changes. So after that, we print the E inside the function. That is the third line. Okay. And fourth line or final line, you can see that you can note a point. That is the original dictionary doesn't affect. After we printing the D, it doesn't affect. Okay. Could you understand?
Yes.
Could you understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Shall we go to return to the program for understanding? 1 minute. I will return changing this 1 minute. You can see. Okay. We are passing in the 12th line. We pass the value. In the second line, you can see printing again the dictionary, same dictionary. And fourth line, we are doing the updation D into E. So E is a local dictionary we are printing. Then afterwards, we are doing the certain changes in E. Then the function is over. Then in 13th line, print of D. We are making the print D. So the original dictionary doesn't affect. This is another one way. If you don't like to affect the original dictionary, if you don't like to affect the global variable, means we can copy into the another dictionary. That is, we are updated. It's not copy. One function is there, update in the dictionary. Using the function, we are changing it with the empty dictionary. Okay. Now, if I print the E outside the function, whether it will print? E is a local variable now. So we can return the value. If your function want to return, we can return it. I'm just using the keyword return E. So E value will be returned. Here in the 13th line, we want to make the call statement. Here F equal to, F is a variable. It receives the function. What the function is returned. The function is returning the E, that's the F is received. Afterwards, we can print the F also here. Or else D, in another statement, we can print F. Okay, this is another method how to pass an argument, dictionary, that is mutable argument, to the function, and with effect, without effect, two ways we have seen. The first program we have seen with effect the global variable. Okay, and without effect, don't like to affect the global variable, the values. Simply how to, we can easily convert to the another dictionary. We are copying the value, then afterwards we are making the changes. Okay, do you understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yes. Excuse me. Okay. So these are all the values. Okay. So let me go to this topic. So these are the functions that the chapters are got over. Okay. Do you have any doubt on this?
No, sir.
In the dictionary concept? Okay. Let me go to the recap session of this entire thing. 1 minute. You can go to the slide. Excuse me. Here you can see, we are seeing that how to hear one example program. The function is check. Okay. Mutable and immutable arguments, we are changing it. Okay. This is the example list, how to pass. Yesterday class we have seen how to pass a list. Dictionary it is not, but even though we have seen that. Okay. Okay, let me go to the revision of the starting onwards. What is function? Can anyone say? What is function? Generally, what is function?
Path of program.
Very good. Function is a part of the program. It is used to do a specific task. Okay. Whenever we are making the call statement, then that time only the function will be called. Otherwise, even though we define the function in the program, if we didn't make the call statement, the function is not used, not usable. When the function will be invoked, that is called invoking the function. That is starting the function. Okay. So whenever we are making the call statement, that time only it is possible to start the function. Okay. Okay. Then we have seen two type of functions are there: built-in function and user-defined function. Built-in function means many functions, print function, there is input function, and many string functions, and a lot of function we have seen. Okay, append function in list concept, update function in dictionary concept. So these are all the functions. What? These are all built-in function. We no need to define. Already it is defined in the Python library. Okay. Then second one is user-defined function. These functions are used. We are user only creating the functions for our purpose in order to solve our problem. Okay, that is the concept. An advantage. What are the advantages? This is the one of the question may be asked. Okay, they may give the two programs, this function and without using the function. What is the advantages in this in the program? The question may be asked like that. These things you want to understand this. Easy to handle. If you are using the function, it is very clear. Wherever the function call statement, how the values are passed, how the parameters are receiving the value, that we can easily see. Okay. And reduce the LOC. LOC means lines of code. If you didn't use the function, means the line of code will be more. Okay. If you are using the function, it will be very easy. And updating. If you want to changes, if you want to make changes any part of the program, if you are dividing into the module wise, that is function wise, means it will be easy to make the change. For example, if you are defining a 4 function or 5 function, okay, one function only the problem, it won't affect the rest of the program. No, that's why we can easily do the modification without affecting the other part of the program. These are all the advantage. And user defined function, we already said function name should be a same rule for the identifier rules also. Okay, we should follow the same name because function is also an identifier. And how to define a function? By using the keyword def function name parameters. The parameters are optional. We may pass the parameter and we may not pass. That is optional only. Okay. Then we have seen the point to remember, and return also. The function can return or cannot be cannot also return. So the function may be void and non-void. That we have seen two type of function. If a function returns something, means that is non-void function. If a function is return and doesn't return anything to the call statement, means then the function is called as void function. Okay. And we have seen the arguments. Arguments also in the call statement. While we are making the call statement, passing arguments also optional. Okay, we may pass the argument or may not also. It depend on the task which we are doing in the function. Okay, and next one, these are all the example we have seen. Okay, and types of arguments we have seen. There are how many types of arguments we see? 3 types we have seen: position argument, keyword argument, and another one is what? Default argument, or else position argument, default argument, keyword, or named argument. What is another name for the keyword argument? Is named argument. And you know which is parameter. Another name for argument is formal parameter. Sorry, another name for parameter is formal arguments or parameters. Another name for argument is, you can see the line, just note this line. Arguments is also known as actual arguments or parameters. Actual parameter or actual argument. Argument, how we can call? Actual argument or actual parameter. In parameter, how to call? Whether formal argument or formal parameter. Okay, this is the concept. Don't confuse with this. Okay. Types of argument we have seen. How to receive on fourth one, in the fourth variable length argument, how to pass, how a function is passing a multiple values to the call statement. That also we have seen. Okay. If in which form it will return? The function is returning a multiple values, means in which form it will return?
Sir,
Hello? Yes, in which form the function will return the multiple values?
tuple, sir.
Tuple, very good. So it will be returned in the form of tuple. If you don't like to, the function want to return as a tuple, we want to assign that much variable. For example, if function is returning three values, means in the call statement we should define three variables in order to receive the three values. Okay, that is the concept. If you don't like to, the function want to return as a tuple in the form of tuple means, okay, or else it will be returned in the form of tuple. Question argument we have seen one rule also there for the question argument, that is the question argument should be placed the first part in the parameter list. Okay, that is the one thing. And second one, default argument should be lost in the parameter list. Parameter list is there, no, so the default value should be at the last in the parameter list. That is the another rule for the default argument. And keyword argument or named argument, there is no necessity to be in order. In whatever order the keyword or named argument can be placed in the parameter list. There is no proper position. There is no need of proper position. For example, in arguments, we are passed p, n, r means in parameter, the function, the header I take. In the parameter, there is no necessity to keep the order p, n, r. Instead of that, what we can do, n, r, p, or r, p, n, whatever order we can keep. And one more important thing, the same name only we can use as a parameter also. In argument, in keyword arguments, I'm saying, please note this. This is also important point. In the keyword argument or named argument, if we are passing the value here in the argument p and n and r, suppose we are using the three names, means same name only should be used in the parameter list. Parameter list means in the function header or in the function definition. Okay, that is very, very important. Okay, suppose we are changing the name, means the name will not be referred. Okay, in the concept of I'm talking named argument or keyword arguments. Okay, that is very important. Then this example programs we have seen. Okay, then illegal, and which is illegal statement, legal statement, based on the rules for the default argument and the question arguments. And we have discussed how a function is returned the multiple value in the form of tuple, unpacking a tuple by declaring a multiple variables in the call statement. And composition, this is another one concept we have seen. Merging or blending the two or more statements into a single line, that is called composition of statement. That is combining. We are combining the two or three statements, maybe a thing in a single statement. Okay, that is called composition of statement. That is merging in order to reduce the LOC. That is LOC means lines of code. In order to avoid the many lines in the program, we want to write in a very short program. Means we can use this concept, that is composition of code. And scope of variables, we have discussed two types of scopes are there: local scope and global scope. Okay, the variables will act according to the scope. Okay, if the variable have declared outside the function, what is scope? Can you say? A variable,
Global scope.
yes, global scope, very good. For example, a variable defined inside the function, then its scope is
Local scope.
local scope, good. So that we have seen the scopes and how to, for example, and one more thing also we discussed, how to use a global variable inside the function in order to make changes over the global variable.
So we have to use the global keyword.
Very good, very good. So we have to use the global keyword inside the function, global, the keyword, then afterwards the variable name or variable names. Then afterwards, if you are using that, means then it will affect the global value also. That is noted point. Okay, that you should understand this concept also. And we have seen the example for local and global scopes in this chapter. And return function, and one more concept in this function, return line, the return statement should be at the last line of the function. Okay, previously if you're returning, means afterwards the function execution function will not execute, it will stop. Okay, where we need to write the return statement means at the end of the function, last line of the function. Yes, please. Yes.
Nothing, sir. I was telling
Okay.
that one.
Yes, that is correct. So we should use that. and lifetime of the variable. The same thing. Global scope means what is the lifetime of the variable. Suppose a variable may be declared outside the function. The question may be asked, what is the lifetime of the, for example, a equal to 10, which is defined outside of the function. The question may be asked, what is the lifetime of a? What is it? What is the lifetime?
Sir, it will be long
Yes.
lasting, sir. Until the program executes, it will be there.
Good. So the lifetime of the A, what may be the answer means? What is the lifetime of A means? Till the program's end. Till the program's end. Till the execution of the program. When the program will end, that time, till that time, the variable A will be alive. We can use the variable. Okay, that's its meaning. Local scope means within the function only. Once the function is completed, once the function is returned, or may not be, it may be a void function also too. Okay. Suppose if it is void function means when the once the function will complete its job, then that is the last. That's the scope of the local variable. Okay, there is a lifetime of the variable also within the function only. Okay, and one more important thing we have seen, that is leg B rule. How the variable will be called or accessed in the program. That is, first it will access what? Local, whether it will, the interpreter will check. For example, same name, we use the name A. A is a variable. We used in a module. Module means that I will discuss. It is another chapter. Fourth chapter we are going to discuss about that. Okay. For example, pi is a value, no, that is which is defined in the math module. No, likewise. Okay. So first it will check the local scope, whether in the local function any name is there or not. If it is there means it will take the local variable. And next one, environment variable. There is closed environment. That is in the inside the class, it will check. Okay, inherited properties and all there, but it is not in your syllabus. But it will check inside the parentheses when any values are there or not. If it is means it will check in the inside the enclosed environment. And third only it will refer to the global variable. Any outside the function, if any variables are declared, then it will use. If it is not means then it will check fourth, that finally only it will check the built-in module, that is built-in environment. Any module is imported in the module, whether any variable are declared. Likewise, it will check. The interpreter will check. Okay, this is very important rule, like B rule. L means local environment, E means enclosing environment, G means global environment, and B means built-in environment. Okay, this is very important. This is called namespace. How the namespace will be accessible. Namespace means that is a name. How the variable. Okay, it may be variable or literals, or it may be whatever data type. Data type is not a matter. How the identifier is accessing, that is namespace. Okay, and there's an example program for how the value. These are all the examples we have discussed. How your value is accessing within the function or outside the functions and all. Okay, what's its scopes and all we have discussed. Could you recall this? And finally, we have discussed this concept, mutable and immutable data type. How to pass a mutable data type, how to pass an immutable data type as argument to the function. Okay, how the function is returning. If you don't want to make changes, if you suppose if you are passing the mutable data type, you don't like to disturb the original list or original dictionary or original data type, means how to assign to the another element. That also we have seen today's program. Okay, please refer the 11, that is the Python, how the variables are stored. You don't think the variables is nothing, it is the identifier only. Actually the values are very important in the Python. You can see in the red line, Python variables, not storage, not a storage container. The variables is, the variable doesn't hold the value. Okay, value directly stored in the memory allocation. The variable means just identifier. In order to access the memory allocation, we are using it. Okay, that is the one of the notable point in the Python. It is not in likewise in C or C++ language or in Java language. It is entirely different. Okay, that's why. Okay, this is the concepts we have used. So, do you have any doubt in this function? You can, if you have any doubt from starting on what we discussed, if you need any clarity in the function, means let you please ask. Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, students, very nice. And time also about to complete it. Okay, I hope you thorough it. Please take the book, take the textbook and refer all the functions